Yeah, good morning. I've got a timestamp here from the Fulham v Watford game over the weekend. And at this point in the match, a graphic popped up on the TV. You see Fulham player, there he is. And showing various match stats. So percentage possession was 55% Fulham, 45% Watford. Corner count was 5-1 in favour of Watford, and a bunch of other stats as well. And I also had up at this point on my desktop computer a bookmaker graphic of the game. So Fulham Watford about a minute later, because it took me that long to walk back to my desk from the TV and take this pic. And I thought, okay. And then I noticed this percentage possession for Watford was 58%. Had actually been 60% 5 seconds before I took the pic. And 42% Fulham. I looked back at the TV and I thought, whoa. So 45% Watford, 58% Watford, 55% Fulham, 42% Fulham. Not only that, I wish I'd taken a picture, but in a different part of this graphic, it was showing the corners at 6 for Watford as against 5, and 1 for Fulham as that was correct. That mirrored that figure, but it concerned me a little. I mean, corners are corners. There's just no manoeuvring on that. And I rewound the TV and I forward wound it and to check if there'd been one, it might have been a delay or something. But this bookmaker graphic updates within seconds, and it confused me. You'd like to think that a big brand sports football channel would be correct with presumably every possible data collection tool at its disposal. But then it looked to me as if, if you'd asked me, who had the most possession up until that point, instinctively I would have said Watford, because they were on top, they scored a goal, they looked like they had the ball more. So maybe the third party, I'm assuming it's a third party data provider to the bookmakers, maybe they were correct. I don't know, maybe, I mean, how do they do it? Is it automated, or do they have cheap student labour that just bung down 58% and we're off the pub for a pint and come back in half an hour? I don't know, but it worried me a little bit. I mean, if you were inclined to trade maybe late in the game, let's just say you're in the 75th minute and you want to have a trade on Watford, let's just say the score was 1-0 late on in the game, you might you obviously look at the game, you're saying Watford are, they're defending well, they look on top, they're passing the ball around nicely. You might actually look at possession as an extra factor, because obviously if they've got the ball 60% of the time, Watford will only have it 40% of the time, and that's another factor in your decision, perhaps to trade them or bet on Watford to close out that match. But if in fact the statistics show were in fact 55% in favour of the other team, you might think twice. So it doesn't really affect me because I don't use stats a lot. I use some goal stats, try and work out how many goals there'll be, but I don't really go in for the standard statistics, and I wouldn't trade near the end of the game, but some of you guys might, and I don't know, maybe you can replicate this scenario in another game and see if this is just a one-off aberration or if it's a regular occurrence. I have to say I've never noticed it before because I've never been really looking out for it. I just made the assumption that everything would tally. So not only can you not trust statistics in the first place, it looks like we don't even know what the statistics are. But anyway, I just thought I'd put this up, and hopefully some of you will take note, and you might have to adjust your trading plans accordingly. I don't know. Good luck anyway. Cheers.